Bucks Weekly, the playoff edition, Week 2. Bucks are coming off of a 55-18 win over the Dixie Greyhounds in the Week 1 of the Division 5 playoffs. Andy's at parent-teacher conferences, so we've got Marty here to provide some of his analysis.
Of course, we'll start off with offense. Just another stellar performance by the Bucks, netting almost 500 total yards. On the ground, they were perfect as they always have been, and even through the air. On defense, it was a great practice for our later games when Dixie aired it out. They had a great pass rush and a good run defense. They did give up a few big plays, but Coach Miller assured me that will be sure up in practice this week. Also, no turnovers and limited penalties all added up to a Bucks victory. Coach, what good things did the Bucks do early that helped them get off to a quick start?
I thought we established the tone, like you said early on, came out, got a 3-and-out on defense against a really good offense. They had some weapons there. So to start that way on defense was tremendous for us. Offensively, got the ball, of course, went down and scored pretty quickly. Got another 3-and-out, and then came back with another scoring drive, and that kind of set the tone for us and took off from there.
Every time Dixie seemed to have momentum, the Bucks came back with an important scoring drive. Who does the credit go to for keeping us on track?
Well, the kids, they responded to adversity very well. I mean, we were up 14-0, and they broke that long touchdown run, and didn't hang their heads. They understood, we did something wrong, we have to fix it. Came back and played the next play. So, the credit goes to them. They've matured as a football team, and taking things like that in stride and just continue to play.
So one of the keys to success for any good football team is its scout team. Here in Week 12 of Bucks Weekly, we thought we'd finally get some of those bruised and battered young men in to see what it's like to play on the Buccaneer scout team.
This week I'm here with the team behind the team, the scout team, with a few questions for them. We'll start with Chris. What does the scout team do on a day-in, day-out basis to help the varsity?
Give the varsity team a good look and prepare on offense and defense and prepare them for upcoming games.
All right, Brandon. Which varsity player hits the hardest?
Dylan.
Easy enough. Jared, what is it like lining up across from your brother every day in practice?
At first it was different, but after a while I got used to it.
Okay. Next, Chance, Zach, and Shane. How has playing on the scout team led to your overall improvement as a football player?
It helps me by they give me a better look than what the other team would, so when I get out there, it would be easy for me.
Gives me more practice on my reads as a DB.
It's taught me how to take harder hits, get up, and go again.
All right, thanks everyone. I'm here now with Coach G, the scout coach for the Covington team. Coach, what does the scout team do on a day-in, day-out basis to help the varsity team?
We copycat their offense and defense, especially when we're on offense. We look at their splits because they like to sometimes jockey their splits around tight and wide. We do that where we line up on the ball, formations especially, and passing and running, certain pulls and traps and stuff that the defense can read their keys real well.
All right, in some of the Bucks' bigger wins this year, the junior varsity squad has played a lot, sometimes the entire second half. Is this the best kind of development they can get?
Yes, you can go out here and practice all you want, but when it's Friday night and the lights are on and you got your whole town behind you, and then sometimes you're playing the other team's first string on offense and first string on defense, you might not be as successful, but it definitely helps down the road getting them ready.
All right, thanks, Coach.
So this Saturday night, the Bucks travel to Centerville to take on the Summit Country Day Silver Knights in the regional semifinals. So we talked to Coach Miller to get some of his thoughts on Summit Country Day.
All right, looking forward to Saturday. What challenges does the second-ranked Summit Country Day present for us?
Now they're very athletic. Number one, they have a state championship in basketball last year, and I'm sure some of those kids are still on their roster, football roster. You can just tell by how they play. So it's a very talented football team. They've got some weapons on offense again that we're going to have to count for on every play, and just play the same kind of defense we did last week against Dixie, and get even better. Because I didn't think overall some of our performance was really not where the kids wanted, and we have to improve there. But take away the big play, and then just establish things on offense like we've done.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
That will just about wrap it up for Week 2 of the playoffs edition of Bucks Weekly. This Saturday night, the Bucks travel to Centerville to take on the Summit Country Day Silver Knights. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Broadcast time starts at 6:45. Don't forget to check the Bucks Radio Facebook page for updates during the game, and go to GoBucks.com for all the latest information. So for Andy Johnson and Martin Listener, I'm Kyle Moore. We'll see you later.
Go Bucks.